Hi guys, welcome back to your weekly readings. I trust you guys had a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Happy 2018 for all of you guys. Thank you guys for those of you that have been following me for the last few years. I appreciate you. Thank you for those of you that have donated to my channel. Thank you for those of you that have taken me up on private readings. I love you guys. You're a part of my soul. I do have a reading here that I started to work with the cards earlier, and the reading was so positive that I wanted to share it with you guys. This reading will cover the energies that we may experience from the week of the 8th through to the 15th, okay, of January. Now, there's major arcana on the table as well, so some of this influence may come in a little slower. It depends on your growth, depends on how quickly you want changes to come about. It also depends on fear. It depends on overcoming your fear of change, your fear of taking a leap of faith, of doing something foolish, of perhaps tearing down the walls of everything you have built up to now, because taking this step forward that you're being nudged to do by spirit can be scary. Can almost feel like jumping off of a cliff and hoping to be caught before you hit the bottom. Hoping that shit doesn't hit you in the face on the way down. You know, because sometimes it could feel that way, but in the long run, things turn out to be what they needed to be. The changes that needed to occur in order for your own personal and spiritual growth. So it's all about new beginnings. I started shuffling another deck, and the World card came out of the other deck. So it's about broadening your perspective on life. Also about broadening your perspective where opportunities are concerned, or the view that you have for your own particular future. Because there could be adjacent possibilities that you have yet to explore or yet to even think of. So now it's a matter of wanting to start something new, being in the flow when the opportunities come about, and not being afraid to say, okay, I'm going to go for it now. Because sometimes opportunities come about once every blue moon, like they say. There's a lot of blue in this card. Once in a while. And if you don't take it due to the fact that you are afraid to take that leap of faith, or believe in your own spiritual guidance, then you have to wait another 10, 15, 20 years, however long it takes. For all of us, it's different. It could be a matter of weeks, but it could also be a matter of years before those opportunities happen again, or your thought patterns open up enough your perspective in order to allow that opportunity back into your life. Because a lot of it is, what do we allow in? You know, sorry I'm not on camera too. I'm in my sleeping clothes. It is freezing here today, and I'm sure it is freezing in most of the states and perhaps in other countries as well. It is pretty cold today. What I consider cold is probably what you consider warm, but again, it's all perspective, and it's all culture and how you're raised and where you're raised and la-di-da. All of us is different. But the message still remains that a piece of it can be taken and applied to your own particular life. So we shall begin. I know I already have cards on the table. For those of you that don't like it and want to see me shuffle on camera live and then go with that, forget it. Because today I already have some cards on the table. And we're beginning with the Fool. We're beginning a new journey. A new adventure. Setting out like the Fool for some of you, because, or all of us, because that's what the card is called. It's zero. It's potential that has yet to be formed, that has yet to be inspired, which is another card on the table. So it's the very, very beginning of something new that happens in our lives. What do we want the most? What are we striving for the most? Whether it's romantic, financial, home. What part of the pyramid are we focusing on in our lives? What do we lack? What do we feel we lack? What do we want to manifest more of? Because mostly we are already very abundant in every area of our lives. We just don't realize it, or we don't allow it in. due to fear. So there's something new that's beginning for all of us. If we learn to widen our perspective of lives and the things that we want to achieve, perhaps if we've been looking on one site for our jobs or for new homes, maybe we need to look somewhere else. Totally different from the area that we have focused on. Totally different. If we are looking for a partner, perhaps in our hearts we feel we need a particular type of a partner, a particular situation where they have kids or they don't have kids, where they have a home or they have their finances already in place. Perhaps we need to focus on something else. Just allow spirit to bring in what mostly resonates with your soul growth, what mostly resonates with your soul as a partner, as a home, as a job. If we learn to do that, we would learn to follow through with spirit a bit more. I don't know if you're hearing that beeping out there, but I guess they're doing some construction around the building where I live. And they decided to do it on a very cold and on a weekend day, which is odd because mostly the people are at home. They should have waited for the week when everyone is gone and at work, but I suppose they want their money like everyone else. Anyway, let me see what's happening. Okay, seems like they took a break. Let me proceed. In the middle of the reading here, we have inspiration. We have the Ace of Wands. I think we got this last week as well. Ace of Wands. Inspiration that comes from spirit, inspiration that comes from your creative mind or something that you think of. It could be a dream, it could be whispered by one of your guides, your angels. It could be something you overhear someone else say, and it sparks a new idea for yourself, a new direction. It could be someone that you meet. This card is right underneath the Fool in the reading. Okay. So taking a leap of faith due to a brand new inspiration, a new path, a new idea, something that sets you on fire, that really gets you going. And there's departure. Departure because of emotional fulfillment. The Eight of Cups represents leaving behind a time in your life when you're not emotionally fulfilled, for whatever reason that is. Partnership, finances, home, area. Perhaps you don't like the area that you live and you want to move somewhere else or some other place that may offer you more peace of mind, tranquility. Maybe you want to move into an area where there's more people, where there's more activity going on, an area where there's more culture, more arts and crafts. Who knows? Everyone is different. So everyone wants something else in their lives that they're looking for. They're not emotionally fulfilled. This is 8. You're looking for the 9th cup, that wish. And then the 10 of cups, which is emotional fulfillment, happiness, where families are concerned, friends, family, new partnerships that are formed, that are happy, that perhaps at the beginning they had issues, but then later on, as they move through life and they learn their lessons, they become closer, more knit together. The next card on the table is the Ace of Cups. Love. Love of self. An inspiration to love yourself more. An inspiration to begin a new path that offers more love in your life, more abundance of love for yourself, for the people around you, for your family, for your friends, people at work. You show more, therefore you will receive more. For some of you, there's a new partnership coming in. With the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, it represents a new partnership. Could be with a water sign or a fire sign, or maybe both. Water rising, fire sign, or vice versa. Either way, it doesn't necessarily have to represent the suit. It could represent the action, the person. New love that begins and inspires you to move forward, or vice versa. You have an inspiration to move, to do something different in your life, to move your life forward. And it brings in more love for what you're doing. It sparks you, in a sense. At the bottom of the deck, unbelievably, we have the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles, which represents abundance. So pretty much in this reading, we have three aces. Beginnings in your financial life, beginning in your creative life, and beginnings in your emotional life. So this new year is bringing in a lot of positive energy if you know how to take advantage of the opportunities when they show up, because they're coming. Within this year, you're going to begin all of these things, new projects in your life that are going to offer you happiness. Happiness in love, happiness in your creativity, happiness in your friendships, in your family affairs, and where your finances are concerned. There's a beginning, a good beginning here, all right? By taking this leap of faith, by moving away from your thought patterns or the situations that have kept you stuck in a certain area, the way that you think mostly, you will leave behind this isolation that you have created for yourself, or this feeling of being left out, because you're opening up more, you're allowing more in. Therefore, this feeling of left out is going to go away. Because remember, we're living a reflection of what we are. So if you feel isolated, if you feel left out, then you must open up your heart. You must allow others in. You must engage with the people around you a bit more in order to get rid of this feeling of being left out of situations at work, or being left out of family affairs or relationships in general. Okay, because it's what you do to yourself. Once you change what's within, the outside changes. It has to. It's law. Okay. The next card is the King of Pentacles. This could represent a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. But males or females that are above 35, or they're older. They're not the young knights. And if they are younger, it's someone that's very mature in the way they think and the way that they act. But mostly the kings are already people that have property, that are well situated in their finances, or very well situated in their emotional life, if it's the cups, or a very creative person if it's a wand. All of the kings enact action. They already went through the whole suit and they've mastered it. So they're the professionals. They're the ones that can enact things. So this could be someone that's very good with finances, a loan officer, a banker. This could be a bank that loans you money in order to move from one place to another. This could be a person that you meet that can be very generous with their advice, with their knowledge. It could be a new partner for some of you that are single. You have the Six of Coins right next to him, which also represents balance and generosity. So in order to break away from this isolation, or to change your life, you have to also become very generous with your time, with your finances, with your knowledge, because it's going to help you. There's two cards here that represent generous people, generous situations that happen in your life. So you could meet someone that could be very, very generous, that could help bring balance into your life where your finances are concerned, where your home is concerned. They could help you with a loan. They could help you with an inheritance. They could help you buy a home. It could just be someone that's coming into your life, a new partnership with this new Ace of Cups. Someone new that you meet. It won't be someone that comes from the past, because there are no cards here that represent someone that you already know, or something that's coming in from a past experience. This is someone new, or something new. New experiences. Aces. 3 of them. And a lot of it is due because you follow your intuition. Your intuition, your gut feelings, when to move forward and when not to, gives you power when you're following your own drummer, your own guidance. We all have it. The next card, or the last card, is the Ten of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, home, a new home for some of you, a new partnership for some of you, happiness in your family affairs for some of you. So I would want to stop right now because the cards were all very, very good. They're all very good cards on the table here. That's why I decided to share this reading with you guys, because it was such a good reading, which tells us a lot if only we can overcome our fears. The next card is the Nine of Pentacles, which offers a very stable financial life. So these new ideas that are coming in, these new experiences that are coming in for us this year, can lead us in a very good direction. Very financially stable, independent, happiness when it comes to the home life or family, generosity, being very generous with our time, with our finances. I mean, we could have sales where we sell some of the things that we no longer use, share with others, give away to charity, join some type of a group that's charitable, assist sometimes where the animals are. I don't know, there's many things that we could do to give of our time, to be generous. We may meet someone very particular in some of those places. Getting out with friends may be helpful as well. If you're invited to do things, go. Don't say no. Get out, do things that are different, because there is where you may meet these new people that come into your life quite unexpectedly. Okay. I'm going to start not picking up cards when they fall on the ground. If they make me fall, I'm not going to look for them. I mean, if they make me bend over, forget it. Patience. This is the Angel of Time. Patience. This could also represent, like the Temperance card for the Sagittarians. Balance, patience, knowing the right time to move forward, being in the ebb and flow, knowing when these opportunities start to show up and taking that leap when the timing is correct, not moving too quickly because the time is not yet, but it is coming. Being very patient until we see the opportunity, and it will come. You will know when to move forward. It's at that point when you need to overcome the fear of taking that leap. Okay? Like I said, this reading is a beautiful reading, but it is within a year's time because of all these aces. It could also represent up to 3 years because there's 3 aces on the table, if we want to go with timing. But mostly within a year. This is the beginning of the year reading, so I hope you're enjoying it. Blossoming abundance. By following our intuition and knowing when to take up on these aces, when to make our move, we can experience blossoming abundance as the year goes on, as time passes. We don't yet see it, okay? It's still very cloudy, but there's a beginning there. We see it. There's messages that will come, either from friends, from other people. If you've put out your resume, someone may call you for an interview. There's an owl there. Owls are very, very wise. When the message comes, it will be from someone very wise, someone very experienced, someone that can actually help you. There's a butterfly here, transformation. So a lot of this will be transformative energy that gets you your coins. There's coins everywhere within this card. So it's all about knowing on your path when to take up on these experiences that are going to be coming towards us. And we need to be able to move when the time is right. Okay? Sometimes we feel we can't do things. And we're all tied up, but this is all an illusion. This is how we feel, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the truth. We can break away from these chains that bind us by believing in ourselves. We can have the victory that we're hoping for. We just need to keep moving forward. We need to be very appreciative of what we actually have at this time and learn to manifest with the universe, co-create by being appreciative. It's the way it's going to happen. And by balancing our lives, that's another card that represents balance along with this one. Angel of balance, very, very important. Learn to balance all areas of your life. If you're working too hard, you need to prioritize your time for work and time for other things, family, going out, doing things that bring you emotional fulfillment. Once you learn to balance your life, everything starts to come to you a little easier. Like the magician in the mirror. Some of you may be called to heal others or to take up a path of healing, which is also important. That in itself could bring you some balance, some healing. Maybe some of you could use a Reiki healing or some type of a healing modality, a person that can help balance your energies. Fire and water. Again, a lot of balance where your chakras are concerned. Listen to your intuition. Try not to fool yourself that it isn't coming. For those of you in a romantic relationship, or for those of you that are single, you're being asked to let go of control issues when it comes to your partnership. Don't try to control everything that happens. You need to co-create together, 50-50. Sometimes you just need to let the ebb and flow happen in life to see where it takes you, whether you're in a relationship or single. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So if you're having a situation with your partner at this moment, let it just be. And eventually, doors will close, others will open, so you'll see which way to go with the situation. It'll unfold naturally. For those of you looking for a partnership, allow the situation to unfold naturally, because it will. The universe will bring you what you are asking for. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So if you're in a partnership, perhaps you're holding back. Perhaps you're not telling your partner how you feel. Maybe it's time you sit down. Have sit-downs with them. Once a week, make a plan. Today we're going to sit down every Friday afternoon. We're going to have us a little cup of wine or a little beer or coffee and sit down and talk to each other about our feelings on different subjects. And that way you may be able to work some issues out. If you're single, you may meet someone. You may want to start expressing how you truly feel. And remember, boundaries are very important where relationships are concerned. And you need to start discussing your feelings with other people, with potential partners. Because right away, you'll let them know what you're all about. So they don't waste your time and you don't waste theirs. If you're looking for different things. For those of you that are in a relationship, you could be dealing with the true love of your life. That one particular soulmate that really came into your life to teach you some of the toughest lessons, but is going to love you the best for what you need in your life. This is the romance of a lifetime. If you know how to work through the differences, talk to each other about your feelings. Try to let go of controlling everything all the time. That doesn't always work. As a matter of fact, it helps pull you apart. Remember, you have beautiful beginnings for this year that promise a lot of abundance when it comes to love or material things, but you need to know when to act and not try to control your partner all the time on what they should be doing. You need to worry about what you should be doing. That way they follow suit because they truly care about you. And you can make that emotion grow or you can end it during this year, depending on how you react to certain situations and how you conduct yourself in that relationship. Remember, we co-create 50-50. If you're pulling all the weight, then eventually that's not going to work. If they're pulling all the weight, it's not going to work. You both have to contribute to a relationship in order for it to work, in order for it to turn out to be the love of your life, and know it 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road. Because your mind was open to it, your heart was open to it. For those of you that are single and are hoping to meet someone, someone is coming. And that person will be the true love of your life. But it will probably start very slow. You have to be very patient. There's healing that yet has to happen in your life, where you open up and allow this energy in. And letting go of control issues as to how it's going to happen. Because no matter what you try to set up or do, it won't happen the way you think. It'll happen when you least expect it. And then opening up to this person and talking to them. Taking your time with them. True love. Happiness. Emotional fulfillment. Financial stability. Generosity. Balance. Bringing balance into your life. Someone very generous and someone very grounded. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want in life so that it actually comes to you, whether you are in a relationship or not. I don't know that I'm going to do the interactive part today because this reading is going so magnificently well. And I'm just going to continue doing it the way I'm doing it. Capiche? This card was at the bottom of the deck, and I was going to show it to you because I love it. And there it is. It just flipped over to let me know and let you know that it loves you too. The Eagle King. The big picture, angelic help. It's all about not narrowing your perspective or your point of view in life and looking at the big picture of your life. Taking an eagle's point of view. The eagle flies the highest of all of the birds of prey. And it really gets a good radial view of what's going on down there. Of everything that moves, of its prey, of its targets, of what it wants, what it needs at that moment. And the Eagle King is telling you, I take a bigger view of your life. I can help you. Ask for help, and it will come from your guides. Angelic help. They can see your life as you're moving forward. So you need to ask the universe to help you co-create the things that you desire. Your guides want to help you. And you need to take a bigger perspective of your life, of what you want. And try not to narrow it down to, okay, well, I don't deserve that, or I don't think I can achieve that. Yes, you can achieve it. You need to ask for it. You need to want it. You need to take baby steps towards it. And you'll achieve what you can of that particular dream, of that particular thing. But where the big picture is concerned in your life, you have angelic help that's coming for you, towards you, with you, co-creating with you all of the time. You need to be grateful for that, and you need to thank it. Thank your guides. Thank your angels. Thank the universe. Thank divine energy. Material wealth and true prosperity. If you believe you can achieve it, it will come to you. No negative thought will bring it towards you. Nothing that you think negatively or in a negative connotation or I can't do it. Once you say I can't, you're done. Once you say no, you're done. You have to say yes, I can. And always think that money will come to you, even through the mail or through other ways. Always think that it's coming, that you have enough for what you need. Never think you don't have enough, no matter what you have. Because that's the only way you're going to get more, is to think positive about it. Material worth and true prosperity. What do you consider prosperity? What do you consider having enough or material wealth? What is it? You have it already. You may not see it. And once you learn to appreciate what you have, everything in your life, that's where the victory comes up. Here's my other card. There it is. That's where the true blossoming abundance begins. By you learning to be patient, follow the signs, because they'll come. They're asking you to let go of the control issues, because they'll come naturally. Listen to your guides. Listen to your intuition. Illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. Once you feel you're in the ebb and flow, and you will feel it. By not saying no, by saying yes when you're invited, by moving forward, opening up the energy. You'll be able to celebrate. Because you will finally see that the things that you have desired are finally starting to materialize. Because you've learned how to materialize. You've learned how to move forward with the divine's help, with your angelic help, with your guides, to achieve true material wealth and true prosperity. A home, a roof over your head, happiness where family is concerned. A committed relationship. That, to me, is true prosperity. Alright guys, know that I love you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you guys would like your own personal reading, contact me via my email. Links are below. raisashealingarts11@gmail.com. If you'd like to donate to my channel, there's a PayPal link on my site, on my blog, or you can write to me and I'll send you the link. If you would like a private reading, write to me. I'll send you all the information that you need or that I will need from you. Thank you for everything you've done for me this year, this past year, and everything you're going to do for me this coming year, and I will do for you. I love you guys. Have a blessed year. Have a blessed January and a blessed week. Bye for now.